Welcome to multiple choice question 21 of the 2006 Mathematical Methods Exam 2. In this video we will be looking at the solution for this question. A reminder that this video is in no way endorsed by VCAA. And before we move on, I'd just like to point out that the use of a CAS calculator is the most efficient way to answer this question. In fact, it's the only way that we can answer this question. So for question 21, we have the times in minutes taken for students to complete a university test are normally distributed with a mean of 200 minutes and a standard deviation of 10 minutes. The proportion of students who complete the test in less than 208 minutes is closest to. So unpacking this question, I'm just going to say that x is our continuous random variable that measures the amount of time taken to complete this test, and that is distributed as a normal distribution with a mean of 200 and a standard deviation of 10. So we put a variance of 10 squared in there because that's the correct notation. The next thing we need to calculate is the probability that x is less than 208. And the thing to note here is that for a continuous random variable, which is what a normal distribution is, we don't make any distinction between less than 208 and less than or equal to 208. So that's what we're going to put in as the upper bound on the calculator in just a moment. On the CAS calculator, go into the main menu. Next, we want to find the command that is for the normal cumulative distribution function. So we go interactive, distribution, and it's under continuous, and we want norms CDF. So for this question, it asks about being less than 208 minutes. So that's going to be the upper bound. And the lower bound is going to be negative infinity. So we just need to use negative infinity as the lower bound whenever we deal with normal distribution questions, even if it doesn't quite make sense within the question's context. So we go from negative infinity to the upper bound of 208. And even though it says less than 208, we still put the upper bound in as being exactly 208. We don't change that in any way. And then the next thing we have to put in is the standard deviation, which is 10. And the thing that can be confusing here is that it asks for the standard deviation first and then the mean. So you just make sure you put them in the right spot. And the mean for this one was 200. Hitting OK will give us our probability, and we can now just find that correct to 3 decimal places and compare it to the options that are given. So from the calculator, we can see that that probability is equal to 0.788 correct to 3 decimal places, which is what all the options are here. So that means that D is the correct answer for this multiple choice question. From the examiner's report, we can see that 75% of students got this question correct. So it was a reasonably well done question on the exam.